Rochester's Radio 95.1.
One of the best concerts I ever saw. Stop Making Sense. David Byrne, Talking Heads on the Brother Wease Show Friday edition. In the studio, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how Paulie got her, but
I'll tell you how. I got connections. Cashman Jones hooked me up.
Salt in your wound.
Good morning. How are you?
Let me say it again. Salt and you are wound. Salt in your wound.
Yeah, but they call me Salt or Salty for short. It's much easier that way.
Salt in your wound, though. Okay. Salty?
Yes.
Sister Salty.
Sister
How
Salty,
many?
I like it.
The deal is that there's a doubleheader tomorrow night at the Dome.
Yes, there are. Doors are at 5 o'clock. First whistle is at 6. It's going to be...
Wait. Starts at doors open, you mean, at 5 o'clock?
Yes.
Doors open at 5, game starts at 6.
Absolutely.
How long does a game go?
A game is about an hour. It's 2 30-minute halves, a brief intermission. And, with penalties and calls like that, it always adds a few extra minutes.
So what
here and
time
there.
is game number deuce?
Usually starts about 7:30, 7:45.
Oh, but the $10 tickets, you can see 2 games.
That's right.
There you go. $10, you see 2 games.
Now, can I ask a question? I'm looking at your roster right now, and
Yes.
Tootie Turmoil
Yes.
appears to be 75 years old.
She is awesome. I think it's actually 65. Let's not give her
Okay, all right.
those extra 10
my
years.
God.
But she, for lack of better words, she is a grandma on skates, and she kicks some serious butt. She comes to us from Burning River, which is a team outside of Cleveland, Ohio.
You picked her up for a future draft choice?
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
What did you have to trade to get her?
Blood, sweat, and tears.
So tell us, how many women's on the team?
Our charter team, the Rock Stars, has 20 people on the charter.
Wow.
And 15 can play in any game. And our traveling B team, the B sides, also has about 20 people on it. I think 17 to be exact.
But how many people will be on wheels on Saturday, tomorrow?
15 people can gear up per game, so 15 on each side.
Do you have a uniform?
Yep, we have jerseys. You will see Rock City Roller Derby sporting bright green tomorrow night.
And do you have a sponsor?
I am personally sponsored by Painting with a Twist in Greece. A couple other skaters also have individual skater sponsorships.
Nobody could step up strong enough for the whole team, so you have individual you have individual sponsors.
Yep, and then we also have a bunch of league sponsors, a couple different area establishments. I'm not on the sponsorship committee, so I don't want to misquote or say who is and who is not a sponsor, but they will be on our programs tomorrow night.
Is that your brand new husband?
That is my brand new husband.
You got married last week?
We did. He's a Derby widow, as we like to say.
What the hell? Oh, yeah, he's a Derby widow. I get it.
So yeah, that's Mr. Salt here with me today.
That's Old Man Salt?
Old Man Salt.
That's right.
He proposed to me at the home opener last year, and like you said, we got married last Sunday.
He proposed to you at the home. What was he doing? Was he a fan or is he an administrator?
I was there mostly spectating, but I kind of had corralled her team to be in on the whole thing with me.
I like this.
So
Hold on, Paulie.
I like this a
The dude
lot.
was basically a fan.
You were a fan.
And he proposes to the star of the team and gets it.
Oh,
it
Bro.
was awesome.
It's a whole
That's
nother
huge.
level to this thing. I like it.
Huge.
Good for you, salt in your wound.
I was so surprised. The first 4 words out of my mouth were "shut the f up."
Yeah, absolutely. But you got married.
We did.
We did.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Can I ask, what is the object of roller derby? Because to me, it just looks like people going around and around in circles. What do you have to do?
Yeah, it kind of feels like that even after playing for a couple of years. So basically, offense and defense are played simultaneously, so that's why it looks like the mess that it is sometimes, especially for new fans and new viewers. But essentially, each team fields a jammer. A jammer is the person who scores the points. It is the jammer's job to get through the opposing team to score points.
Okay, so you have to stay on get across the finish line kind of thing.
And is it full contact? I mean, you
People
hit
can
each other as hard as
nail
you
you.
can, or what are the rules regarding hitting?
Yeah, absolutely. We have legal target zones and legal hitting zones, so certain spots where we're allowed to hit or be hit. So it's essentially anything from knees to shoulders is okay, and anything from kind of bra straps out on your backside. So you're going to see a lot of shoulders thrown, a lot of hips, a lot of booty blocking, that sort of thing. It's about being in the spot where the other person wants to
As
be.
a woman, I'm just going to say that some of my most important parts are from my knees to my shoulders, and I wouldn't want kicked. So that seems like that should be the area that's off limits.
But one of the first things when you come to our new skater program, we have essentially another team called Rock Quarry, and that's where you learn to skate, you learn to fall, you learn the basics of gameplay. So by the time you take the track in your first competitive game, it's slightly less terrifying.
Is the 19th Wardens the men's team?
The 19th Wardens are our non-skating officials, our NSOs, and our referees.
Okay.
We do also have a men's team in town, and they're called the Flower City Fear.
That's the Cashman team.
I know. One of the refs' names is, I don't like this because usually they're suggestive. This one is pretty straightforward. His name is Dick Move.
I knew you were going to call him out.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Anyways, let me see if I get this straight. The jammer, does the jammer get a point every time she passes one of the other team?
Yes.
Get a point every time you pass one of their defensive people or just anybody?
I'm just one of the opposing team's blockers. So
Yeah.
you get a point when you pass them by the hip. So if just your skate kind of tucks past them, that is not a point.
You
It's
get a-
pretty much your whole body.
What's a typical final score?
Gosh, it varies. Sometimes it's a pretty murderous game where a team will have a couple hundred points lead
Holy
and somebody
ma-
will have, 75 points. Other times it's super close. Unfortunately, last season, the B-sides in one of our tournament games, we lost literally by 1 point in the last 30 seconds. It was terrible.
I already called up my bookmaker and I was going to, the over and under is $1.78.
Wow.
Should I take over or under?
We've been working pretty hard, so.
All right. It's the Rock Stars, their sanctioned team, and I just noticed doubleheader tomorrow night. Well, actually, doors open at 5 at the Dome. So it's 2 different girls' teams. You don't play 2 games.
Correct. Yep, we have the Rock Stars, which are our chartered team. They are ranked in the Women's Flat Track Roller Derby Association rankings. We are currently ranked 89th out of over 300 teams. We climbed over 50 spots last season, and they are playing the ladies of Orangeville. They're from Ontario. And
You're the closers?
Yeah,
You're-
the B-sides
you're-
are the closers.
You're the headliner.
Well, they do it opposite in Derby. I don't know why, but the headliner in Derby goes first, so that would be the Rock Stars versus
So
Orangeville.
that's the 6 o'clock. That's the 6 o'clock game.
Yep, but the B-sides are working really hard. We're going to put forth a huge effort. We are taking on the Queen City Roller Girls Sub-Zero Sirens. That's Buffalo's B team. And we're out for blood. They whipped our butt pretty good a couple seasons ago, and we're ready to bring it on.
Someone
What are you,
said,
a coach? Are you a coach of the B-sides?
I am not a coach. I just skate. Our coaches are the Omen.
Yeah, but you're calling them us. the other
Oh,
team.
let's just when I say we, when the Yankees, we.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah.
Someone texted in, Deanna needs to suit up and play a game, get some aggression out, maybe get sponsors and donate to Wease Cares.
I like it.
I
I
like
was
it.
terrified as a kid when there was the speed skate. Remember, it was like the fast skate, and those people come and swish around you.
Yeah.
I go, "Oh." No, so I could never do this.
I don't know if our Tootie can do it. You can do it too.
Wait, Polly, before we take a break, can you tell me some names of other girls? 'Cause
Oh,
they're
I've been
fun.
sitting here. Yeah, we've got Hater Tot, Florence Fightingale.
Florence Fightingale.
Yep, Medusa Mayhem, Dang She Fine, Bam B, JoJo Thrasher, Candy Crusher, Bunny and Clyde, Star
How can you
Spangled
be
Bam
Bonnie
Her.
and Clyde?
I love it. Those are
love
great
it.
names.
Look at these tough broads and attractive.
Yeah.
Very cute. Well, listen, good luck. Have fun. I hope you fill the dome.
Thank you so much for having us this morning.
Congratulations on marrying the dude.
Congratulations
What's his
to the dude on marrying one of the chicks you were there to be a fan of.
I know it's pretty awesome.
Pretty good.
He lucked
All right,
out.
bro.